Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's having such an amazing week so far. Um, so I had somebody ask me when it comes to business purposes. I had somebody ask me um, basically when it comes to owning a business, what do you expect when it comes to owning a business? So let me kind of mix this up because I'm going to explain how I look at it. So as y'all know, is when you're owning a business, the number one thing that always gets me is when you have bad customer service or you're playing up basically not a good, worker. Let me give you a good example. So I have seen the most craziest things. And the number one thing I always tell people when you own a business is don't be one of those people that's going to basically not going to give a dang about your customers. And let me explain. The most thing that you can ever do is be disrespectful, dishonest, or basically trying to be the you can be whatever you want. Let's put it that way. And the most thing I get a lot out of when owning a business is you never know what's going on. And the most thing that I always see when it's not what's going on is I have seen a lot of people who have owned their own business and is crappy to a lot of their customers. And the way I look at it is I always told my staff and volunteers, I I always look at it this way. If you're having a bad day, well, get over it and then work. And I know that sounds hard, is because when you are having a pretty bad day and you go and be hateful to somebody else, that's the number one reason why it gives you poor customer service and disrespectful. And the thing is, it also prevents people from coming to your place and buying stuff. Doesn't matter if you own a restaurant or if you own a hair cutting place or whatever business you have. The most number one thing I have seen when owning a business is I have always seen a lot of people being disrespectful towards customers. And I have seen that. I have seen so much things from people having crappy days to people that don't give a dang about their job except for their paychecks. And I have seen a lot of people that just straight up an idiot. And I'm sorry to say it. But the thing is that really gets me is how people, I understand if you have a bad day or something not going right, or if you just straight up just want to be a, you know, bad person. But the thing is, it hurts the business. And the thing is, even if you had a big argument with your parents or your mom or your dad or your anybody, the number one thing I have seen is when people disrespects the customers. And that's the reason why I always, when people are disrespectful, it can also leave a bad remark towards your business. Like example, the most thing I have seen is when people would write bad reviews off of the business website or Google reviews. And there's a lot of things that people would write Google reviews for or their business page on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Now, I always look at it this way. The most number one thing that you can ever do is be disrespectful towards, a person. Now, the only thing I can say, if you plan on having a bad day, or if you are having pretty rough days, I always look at it this way. I understand if you have a pretty rough day. I understand if you have a crappy day. I understand you want to have those days where you don't give a dang. But if you're going to bring it into the workplace, you're pretty much not going to get so much people. So as I look at it, just, as I always tell people, if you're going to bring bad on this place, just remember, you're not hurting yourself, you're hurting the business, where the business may not get holy customers anymore, and then that's when you lose your job. And let me give an example. Not just because you get fired, it's because if the business is not bringing in revenue, then you pretty much will be either, I use the term fired or let go or laid off, is because if you hurt the business is not going to be making money. And that's why I always tell people, be careful what you say. So, anyways, with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have an amazing week. If you have any questions about business purposes and stuff, please drop it in the comments. And if you have any more questions, just, let me know. So, anyways, take care, guys. Be safe. I'm out. And remember, stay good. So, take care. Bye.